Hi everyone, Drakar here, welcome to the channel, and today we are doing a little impromptu trailer reaction once again as we look at some God of War Ragnarok gameplay footage. Now I had no idea this was coming out, it only just released a few hours ago, and now we're just going to look at it right now and just kind of break it down and give our thoughts on what's to come with the gameplay. Before we do that, so we have just recently played through the whole of God of War on PC, and I've broken that down into parts. That's over in the channel. That's on the channel as well. You can feel free to have a look at that. I've also reacted to the cinematic trailer, and also put together a little recap with my gameplay over the Myths of Midgard trailer that was released a few weeks ago. So we're very excited for God of War Ragnarok on this channel. We will be playing it the second it hits in November. But today we're just going to look at some gameplay, check it out, and hopefully be even more hyped and excited for the game. So let's just jump straight into this and we'll have another wee chat afterwards. Oh, the music. Okay. These enemies look quite cool as well, they're kind of frog-like. Exclusive combat breakdown. Oh, the music. Well, I'm liking the new shield as well. This new shield looks really cool. Look at the size of Atreus. Oh, that was brutal. To be expected in God of War, I believe. I am really loving these new shields. As we shunt off. Oh, that was cool. Pretty cool. So the combat was really solid in God of War. I'd say that in God of War, I'd say some of the enemies got a bit repetitive. So fighting the Draugrs and stuff quite a lot it got a little bit repetitive. Obviously, this is it's a little snippet, but it's a brand new enemy, which I'm happy about. So looking like we're going to get to explore new creatures from Norse mythology and beyond, which is excellent. But I really liked. So I'm more partial to I love the Leviathan axe. I think I prefer them to the Blades of Chaos. That might be down to the fact that I didn't really play God of War 1 to 3, so I didn't really get the nostalgia of the Blades of Chaos. I started off with the Leviathan axe, but I just absolutely love the big axe, very Viking-like. But the fact that throwing it and returning it is really cool. Without the chains, it's just a magic Lycan's bag. I just love that. Having a little look here. So I noticed a couple of little things. So the shields are really cool. One of the shields, the shape of one of them kind of looked like, if I can find the part. Is it here? So let's see where we could. That's there. So kind of there, and then so it's a lot. The one in God of War came out in like a spherical shape. This one more rectangular, and one of them looked kind of like the shape of an eye. But I think I try to see if I can find that bit because it was quite cool to look at. Let's see. New obstacles there. So also that little bit there actually. So we'll come back to that bit actually. So obviously it's kind of on a loop. I think this just showing you just to give us an idea. I love the shove off and then jumping up, retrieving the axe and the slam. That's really cool. Yeah, we'll just watch it through again here. See if you can see this bit there next to the shield there. That's a cool slam attack with the old shield. So that looks like that part there, Atreus, I can't get over the size of Atreus either. It looks like he's in his teens now. So obviously at the end of God of War, did say a few years later, so this is what we're seeing. clearly. But this bit here, this green energy, so we had the lightning or the electric arrows and the light arrows. So this looks like it's a newer one. It kind of looks like the energy you needed to when you're in Helheim, but you could only use the Blades of Chaos, but it's got the same colouring, and now seem to have them in arrow form, which is pretty cool. So you don't need the Blades of Chaos, you actually have them, the arrows from Atreus, if that is the same thing. It just looks similar in colour, but unsure. It would be cool to see if that is the same thing. These enemies are really cool, frog-like. There we go, look at that shield there, look at the shield. Look, the first time I saw it, it kind of looked like an eye. It just does look very eye-shaped there, and it's really cool design. But listen, so you've got two different shields, so like I said, you could upgrade the shield and stuff, but you didn't really change shape in the original in God of War. But in this one here, it clearly has got two different, very distinctive shapes. So it'll be interesting to see what the story is behind those. If it gives you different powers for different shapes, or if you can use both shapes at the same time. Because it clearly was rectangular, and then there. So he's got two different shapes there. Our finishing maneuvers as well, still got them. They were always really cool. This one is very brutal. Love the fact that we've got them, kind of using them as a grappling hook. All powering up the old Leviathan axe and the slam. It's just really cool. The Leviathan axe is just so cool. Right, so this bit here, these bits here, that's what I was going to say. So the barriers there, so clearly you need these special types of arrows. So I'm wondering, it's obviously very different from what we needed for, what we need the Blades of Chaos for in the other game, but be interesting to see if that'll be the only new type of arrow, or if we'll get a larger variety of arrows as well, because Atreus is key to winning a lot of fights, as well as passing some obstacles. But it'll be interesting to see how else his weapons change, as well as Kratos's. I just saw a chest there that they've ignored. I wonder if he still opens his chests very angrily. This bit's really cool though. Retrieve the axe. Oh, really cool. The combat just is. Oh, it's just solid. It's very like yeah. It's very solid. As always. But yeah. So excited for this game. The combat doesn't look like they've changed that a lot, because why change anything that's not really broken? But it looks like they've added in some really cool aspects. The powering up of the Leviathan axe, the two new shields, the new different types of arrows. It's just got me, and that was only a very short snippet, clearly on a loop, so we're only seeing a little bit. They're only showing us a little bit of gameplay, but it's enough to get me excited. It's enough to get you excited. Also, let me know, what do you prefer? Do you prefer the Leviathan axe or the Blades of Chaos? Like I say, if you are as hyped as I am, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, because as soon as that hits, I'm thinking midnight, the night that it releases, I will be on the game for a good few hours, at least, just to check it out. I don't want to see any spoilers of it beforehand, so I want to get into it as quickly as I can. So that is the plan on the channel here. So if that sounds like something you'd like to be a part of and something you'd be interested in, then please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. And before that, you can go check out my playthrough. It's on the channel, and reaction to the cinematic trailer, and also the little recap of the previous God of War that I've put together as well. So excited for this game. Hope you are too, and I hope to see some of you guys in future streams of God of War Ragnarok live. Skål!